who's got the best chance of actually being able to catch me? I think Yair. He's got the most tools and most dangerous. Hardest fight? It's a different story. There's a lot of people that back me and put a lot of effort into me. I'll be doing them injustice if I don't go and prepare, and if I didn't have this mindset, this mentality, and do what I need to do. So that's why I'm always going to turn up. That's why I'm always going to be disciplined, because there's more on the line than just myself losing. It's like there's a lot of people may pay the price of me losing.
Alexander, the great Volkanovski! That's it, that'll do it! And still the best featherweight in the world.
Alexander Volkanovski, welcome back, man.
Good to be back.
You
good
good?
to be back. Yeah, very good.
Let's get the elephant out of the room.
Okay.
What have you done? Have you cut yourself shaving? What have you done?
What
have you done?
Grappling with Craig Jones. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just grappling and scratching me. You know, he's got to cut his nails, I think, you know. So now just making sure we're looking after it and not getting infected.
It's very 1990s rapper, that, mate.
Yeah, that too, you know. I mean, I thought, like, oh, yeah, we'll cover it up. I covered it up earlier in the week. And I go, you know what? It's going to be my look for the week, you know what I mean? I'll go the Nelly vibes. And then I even got a custom-made, was it Yair and Brendan Marino? They got custom-made belts.
Yeah, well,
They
yeah.
got custom-made Band-Aids, so you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool. UFC did that just for me.
Nice. Just so people don't get too excited, I'm not going to do the Kelly roll, and we're not going to duet. We're not going to do it.
Do it?
Nah, I can't sing, man.
It's getting hard in. Is that right? That's
right.
Isn't it? Yeah. What's that?
That's good.
Yeah,
I like it. Right, lots has happened since we last spoke. Let's talk about reflections on lightweight and the fight with Islam. It's all gone now, but I'm sure you've had time in your own private thoughts to think about it. How have you compartmentalised it all?
Oh man, play on. It's an easy way of putting it. You know what I mean? Move on to the next. I'll finish that chapter very soon. Right now, I'm gonna do this featherweight thing. Obviously, I got a tough challenge in your year, but I'll be back. So that's how I am. I think that's really helped me be able to adapt to anything, right? When I say I adapt, that's what you see me doing in the octagon, you see me doing in the training room, and then you see me doing it even after adversities, after losses. All right, that's no good. It stung. Don't get me wrong, it hurt, but play on. You know what I mean? The story continues.
Is that something that has always been with you? Like, even through your rugby career and what have you, you go out, you play your hardest. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't go your way. When it doesn't go your way, it's just part of the story.
Yeah. I think so. Again, just playing what's in front of you, just adapting to whatever's going on. You need to be able to adapt, not only in what we do, in life. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a lot of challenges thrown at you, whether you put yourself in front of them challenges yourself, which I like to do, but you need to know how to deal with adversities, deal with things not going your way, because it only makes you stronger. And so that's, you live and you learn.
Did you have a conversation to try and get the 155 fight back immediately?
Well, I was asked. They asked, what did I want to do? Do you want the rematch? Do you want to? But if you're going to want the rematch, you're just probably going to have to wait a while, or do you want to go back to? Like, I was asked that, and I just said I ain't waiting. So it's pretty simple. Like, you get a lot of guys that are like, in front of the camera, they might say one thing, but are they really? Me, I'm like literally, I'm not waiting that long. I want to be active. You know what I mean? I'm not lying. I'll do this fight and then I'll do that later, because that's just how I am. I'm in my prime, right? So I want to make the most of that. I say that.
You've just taken the words out of my mouth, because you seem to be a person that has a real understanding of where you currently are at athletically, right at the peak of your powers, and you want to get the most out of that as much as you can whilst you can.
Exactly, man. It's my business, right? Like, this is it. Like, we talk about a legacy. We talk about looking after my family. All that stuff. The best way of doing that is, especially when you're in your prime, capitalize. You got to capitalize on these opportunities. Right now, this is an opportunity. It's opportunity for me to really build my legacy, for me to really make my money, really put my name in the history books, and be able to look after my family forever. I'm in my prime right now, so this is an opportunity. I'm going to capitalize, and I'm doing that.
Of the active champions in the UFC right now, you're the longest reigning.
Okay. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's awesome. But I mean, but it's good. Obviously, you've got other champions that are very active. Israel, obviously, is another one, and he's always challenging himself as well. Like, there's not many champions that really are doing that. And a lot of people might say it, but doing it is a different thing. I think we are doing that, and yeah, obviously, things are going well for me.
This one at the weekend's an interesting one because I've heard you refer to him as the most dangerous. Explain that.
Yeah, dangerous. There's many ways of looking at different opponents, right? So with him, I look at him as most dangerous because, especially in the featherweight division, I don't like to toot my own horn, right? I don't like to, I'm not the one to gloat. I'm not a cocky type of person, but I'm very confident, and I think it's fair. I've proved it where I'm at. And I don't think I see any of these guys being able to actually beat me as a better fighter than me that can actually beat me. Everyone has a puncher's chance. Who has the best chance of landing that lucky? Well, I wouldn't say lucky. Sorry, that's the wrong word. That's pretty disrespectful. But who's got the best chance of actually being able to catch me? I think Yair. He's got the most tools and most dangerous. Hardest fight? It's a different story. Dangerous? Yair.
Is that because of the unorthodox way that he throws his stuff?
100%. He's got a lot of tools and he's very dangerous at all ranges. So that's how I look at it. But I mean, it excites me because I'm looking forward to even these guys that I'm putting him on this, this guy's most dangerous. Can I take away all his tools? Can I systematically break him down? That excites me. So I'm looking forward to going out there and be like, yeah, I looked at him like this, but none of that was a problem. I was able to still make this look easy. Don't be surprised if I make it look easy. But that's got nothing on him. That's just, that's just me doing what I need to do and having the right game plan, the right attitude, the right discipline, and just having all the right stuff to make me difficult for anybody that steps in there with me.
Dangerous fights, are they more mentally taxing than physically taxing, would you say? Because you can't afford to switch off at any point.
Probably, yeah. Again, I think, you're always going to have that. What if they land that shot? Yeah. What if they catch me? You're always going to have that in your head, I think his early chance is catching me. Just got to be careful of that. And with him, it's like right up there. So I think it probably is. Just different, actually. Different mental. Obviously with the last one, it was totally different, right? So half the time I'm trying to, almost prove to everyone, myself included, everyone was like, no, I'll show you. It's just totally different. So it can be, I had even in the last one, I had people that are close to me that probably thought I didn't, oh no, this isn't a good idea. You know what I mean? Honestly, you're having them conversations, I'm like, you don't think I can win, can you? You think I'm going to get mauled, That's fair enough, whatever. So you got all these, so I feel like I've got to prove something to everyone as well. So different battles. This one, yeah, definitely as a challenge in there, and knowing that, I've got to be careful of all these things, it's going to keep me on my toes, it's going to keep me really going up there.
Is those conversations, are they the things that keep you motivated?
Oh mate, you want to have them conversations as well. Accept it, embrace it, you know what I mean? Because that, a lot of people will try and zone them out, and then they lie to themselves, no, these are here, boom, all right, I'm going to prepare harder. You know what I mean? I've told myself, he's really dangerous. Again, if I go out there and make it look easy, I'm glad I still prepared. Because this guy is that dangerous, you know what I mean? So I've mentally being able to prepare that. Because this voice in my head is going, watch out for this, watch out for that. Boom, I'm going to prepare accordingly. And then, train hard, fight easy, right?
But it's a difficult thing to do. Once you get to the top, not everybody can stay there, and it comes down to what we're talking about, what's going on between your ears.
Exactly right. So then you're right there. So that's when people start getting complacent and all that. But yeah, I always look at dangers. How do I nullify them? How do I deal with them things? And I commit and focus to that. So I'm able to do that, and I'm doing it more than ever now.
Yeah.
How long I've been a champion for? I'm in the gym, and I'm more driven. I'm more committed to the sport than ever. The passion is there more than ever. I'm sitting there finishing sessions, and I'm spending 30, 40 minutes there talking about little details. He does this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm the guys are because that's how my brain works. They're going, I lost you on that first exchange, you know what I mean? But it's just, they're getting bored and they can't even keep up. So they're I'm sitting there, I'll let you go. And then I leave the session because I'm literally, that's how passionate I am about it.
But be able to do that as well, you also need a good support network. You need good people around you in your personal life to be able to provide that platform for you to go and be all
of course.
in.
Yeah, of course, and it's good because that is the case. So I always say I'm doing this. It's much bigger than me. I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing it for my family. You know, I'm doing it for my friends, my supporters, my teams. There's a lot of people that back me and put a lot of effort into me. So, you know, I'll be doing them injustice if I don't go and prepare, and if I didn't have this mindset, this mentality, and do what I need to do. So that's why I'm always going to turn up. That's why I'm always going to be disciplined, because there's more on the line than just myself losing. It's like you know, there's a lot of people may pay the price of me losing, and I don't accept that. I refuse to lose. It's
a solo sport, obviously. It's all on you. But there's a squad that have come from Australasia over here, man. They're taking over the place again. That pack mentality, it seems to be something that you thrive off as well.
Oh yeah, I love it. You know, I think it just shows you where sort of we are, because we're all considered, obviously, there was only a couple of fighters in the UFC from Australia, and now we've got champions from Australia, New Zealand champions. We've got top contenders, all the hype. You know, now we've like pretty much got half the card is Aussie fighters, Aussie New Zealand fighters. So it shows you sort of where we're at, and I'm proud of that as well. Proud to play a part in that. I feel like we're playing a part. You know, your myself, your Izzy's, your Rob Whitakers, like your Mark Hunts, like you name it, all of them. There's a lot of guys that played a part, and I feel like I'm playing a part. That's why you're going to see the younger generation just really, you know, it's inspiring for them, and I love being a part of that.
Has the banter been good with Dan and his new haircut?
Oh, I mean, banter's always good with the boys. You know, I mean, I think. Yeah, banter's always, obviously Joe Lopez, you know, me and him are just going at it all year round. But I mean, when we all get together, like I said, the kickboxing boys, Eugene, and then you get Frank from Bang Tao MMA, all the guys come back for fight week. It's just relentless, mate. Relentless.
I can imagine.
I mean, you guys can understand the banter, you know what I mean? Like the Aussie and the English banter is pretty similar. Yeah, pretty similar. So it's but sometimes I can't wait. I'm like, get me out of here. You know what I mean? Like I can't deal with it right now.
How did the Logan Paul grappling thing come around?
Oh, through the Prime deal. So like we did the Prime deal. So we went over there, did a heap of promo for that, and so we ended up grappling.
You enjoy it?
Huh? Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good. And Easy was there. Like obviously it was a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
A lot of traveling for a couple of days of filming, but I managed to get some solid sessions in, and then it was cool. Cool to meet him and then train with him, and it was all right.
I ask because obviously at some point when you're not doing this, you're obviously going to go either into movies or TV or something, mate. So did you pick his brains? You think to yourself, listen, my cooking with Volk channel is absolutely popping right now. How do we take it to the next level?
I did a cooking with Volk with him. You know what I mean? So yeah, we did the Big Mac tacos.
Yeah.
We did that, so that was cool. But it was it's cool. Like it's cool to watch. Obviously, you want to see excellence in any sport, excellence in any business or in anything they do, and you just see him like always thinking of like how to do like you could imagine the team they have around him, but he's like really committed to when it comes out like the YouTubing and like the I don't know what you would call it, but the social media, how he wants to go about it. Like he's got it all planned out. Like he runs a show. Like he's I want to do it here. You know, it's crazy to see people that are good at what they do. And so I was picking his brains a little bit, not picking his brains, or like just watching and being like, that's good. Like even when I brought up we'll do the taco, beef taco, he goes, oh mate, that is popping right now, perfect choice. And just little things like that, little things that they're doing, and capitalize on thing. Again, it's all a business. It's all a
bit of fun for you as well.
It is fun
because it takes your mind away from this.
It does. It was mid camp when we had to do that, even though I was still training. It was a good little break because I train all year round pretty hard. So that's why a lot of people are like, did it interrupt your camp? I was like, I'm pretty much in camp all year round. So give me a little break halfway through that intensity. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Now, obviously, this goes your way at the weekend. There's going to be noise of can you turn around quick enough for Sydney? That's what people are going to be asking.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Where are you at with that?
Well, I'm having conversations with the wife. She's due 2 days before Sydney. And I'm still having conversations with her. Okay. Maybe we're talking to the doctor, like they're like going, we might be inducing early anyway. It's like, maybe, if you're going to do induce early, what about a couple of days? So, we're trying to see what can happen. But I mean, there's a few obstacles there.
Yeah.
You need the right opponent. You need, things like that. But you never know. I mean, if anyone could do it.
But then there is Abu Dhabi as well. The month after.
Exactly right. So that timeline.
So we will see you
be better
before the end of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be pretty disappointed if I can't make it, if I don't get one in. But
for people that are going to be tuning in to BT Sport at the end of the weekend, tell them what they're going to be getting from Alexander Volkanovski.
Oh man, it's not just myself, you know what I mean? This card is absolutely stacked. I think it's going to be one of those cards that you don't want to miss it. I think it's going to be one of those cards that literally every fight on the card is going to be like a banger or a finish or, you know, something crazy like that. It's going to be one of those cards, and I get to top it off in fashion. And really, again, he's going to come swinging. It's going to be an exciting fight because we know the danger, but I'm going to capitalize on them opportunities while he's trying to get me and get that finish. And again, really capitalize on me being the main event of International Fight Week. Capitalize on the moment and watch everything explode after that.
Listen, Volk, always a pleasure to speak to you, mate. Go well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.